Okay, man. Peace and blessings to the tribe. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Remember, they said it, now we speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope. You're not watching the Telescope channel. So, man, getting straight into this premium black news I normally like to brought to y'all. You feel me? Bring to y'all, brought to y'all, same shit. But look, the world has been in a frenzy. It's a lot of rumors of race wars and, this, that, and the other. We'll cover a lot of things today. I don't know if I should break this down in maybe a couple videos. I might do, because I don't want to mix up the quote-unquote gang politics and hip-hop news, or just really urban. Well, this is still urban politics by me talking about this Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony case, along with I believe his name is Peter Lang Chow, and the Cyrus Carmichael case. I believe his name is Carmichael or Carmack. Y'all correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, whatever. I ain't too far from correction. But nevertheless, I don't want to really mix these topics up, so I may split these videos up. Plus, I got to get back to uploading some more videos for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been uploading this as much. I just got a little notification from YouTube on my email saying like they done took away some tools or something like that. You feel me? Pretty much what they saying is you shadow ban, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We putting your ass in the shadows. We put you in the corner for a little while because you're going against some of our guidelines. So I don't even know, man. Maybe I might make a whole new page and then I'll push y'all towards that page. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it up and let y'all know what that page is. Or maybe I could just rock out the shadow ban. But I know that some features and tools are now taken away from me. I know that for a fact through the email. So let's just jump straight into it, man. Speaking on this crazy case, man, like with everything in the climate that's going on in the world now, I guess we could talk about the Carmelo Anthony and what's the dude's name? Matt, the white boy, that guy, you know what I'm saying, unalive. But the whole Carmelo Anthony case, in my opinion, now this is just my opinion, I'm not going with popular opinion, and I'm not going with a lot of the narratives. Y'all know how I do it. I'm not going with a lot of narratives that's been spewed already. I'm just going off of the knowledge that's been obtained, as far as what I've got, what I've seen on social media, what I've seen in the news like most of y'all, and the knowledge that has been presented to the public. For the most part, it's still some facts that came out. It is a lot of things that I heard about but didn't see people talking about. So yeah, y'all excuse me, some landscaping going on around me. But it's a lot of things that weren't spoken on. So I'm gonna speak on a little bit of that. And I guess I'll start with, first off, the case. So we know he's gonna be sentenced to 35 years, right? He's gonna be sentenced to 35 years. I believe he's 17, 18 years old. So with him having no record, I'm not sure if he went to sentencing. So that was his verdict, right? So I don't think, I don't know about how they do it in Texas, but I know in Florida, because I've been to trial twice already. So I know in Florida, I've won one trial and lost one trial on major cases, not no bullshit, like robberies and shit. So I know, when you go to trial for major cases like that, stuff that carry a lot of time, whether it's PBL, and one of my cases was a PBL, the other one was just some standardized shit, just regular time, you know what I'm saying? It's some regular shit, 30 years, you face 30 years, go to trial on that shit. I know with that, they normally find you guilty. The jury will come back, do their deliberation or whatever the case may be. They will find you guilty or find you innocent. If you're innocent, you go home right there. If you're guilty, you're gonna go back to the county. They're gonna give you a date for sentencing. Once they give you your date for sentencing, at that point, that's when you come back, and then the judge lets you know, you was facing this amount of time you was facing 30 years, but, you know, due to your points, due to, you know, such and such, we're going to give you X amount of years. Now, this is a murder case. I'm already shadow banned anyways. This is an unaliving case, since I'm going to say it again. So it could have been a little bit different. They could have just, like, being that, like, you know, you gonna get 25 to life, no parole, you know what I'm saying? They probably could just be rocking it out like that, where they ain't gotta wait no time for sentencing. They can just let you know what you finna get. If you guilty, you know what you finna get already. It's 20. You face 25 to life, no parole, or you face 35 years or whatever. But in his case, I never see somebody get life and then, well, they unalive somebody and then they get 35 years for, that sound like manslaughter to me, you know what I'm saying? But he still has the murder case, you know what I'm saying? He still has that jacket, right? He still has that charge. But for whatever reason, they gave him, you know, 35 years, you know what I'm saying? So maybe that could possibly be because of, you know, him not getting into trouble, him being so young, you know what I'm saying? And then it's a lot of certain other states, 25 years, like they might say 25 to life. In a lot of other states, 25 years could possibly be a life sentence. So you serve 25 years, you done did a life sentence. But I know in Florida, how the Florida law work is if they say 25 years to life, you do your 25 years and then you can possibly go up for parole after your 25 years. They saying with him, he could possibly go up for parole after he do half of his time. So obviously it's like a discrepancy in the laws right there with Texas and Florida. We ain't too much different, but it's a discrepancy there. You know what I'm saying? Georgia, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit different too. States like Virginia, North Carolina, Virginia for sure, I'm pretty sure it's different. Cause I think like places like Virginia, places like really just the whole DMV, from what I've heard of people that used to stay up there, like they let you know like off the rip, like they ain't even got no county jails. They go straight to the feds. Them boys go straight to the feds. That's why they got so much numbers in the feds, because they don't really do no county time. Like they county time is in the feds. Like you waiting in the feds up there. So it's on a different time. But like, not to get off topic, just like, man, you know, just getting the meat and potatoes of the case, man. Like, you know, it's a clear cut situation of, you know, white supremacy. That's really what it is. I'm gonna call it what it is. They railroaded dude. From what I've heard, like I said, from looking at the media and looking at all the stories on this story, from what I've heard, his lawyer wasn't really doing too much for him. He wasn't really making he wasn't really aggressive, and you know what I'm saying, he didn't really have no grit. He wasn't really making any major arguments that separated the DA's argument from his argument as the defense. He wasn't really putting up a fight, from what a lot of people were saying. People that was present in the courtroom that got on YouTube and spoke on it. And, you know, just from the news situation. So a lot of this stuff has been looked at as like, okay, maybe he, you know what I'm saying, he made a split decision, he should never did that. Okay, even then, I don't think that he should have been charged with, you know, unaliving somebody. And that's what made me feel like maybe he got a manslaughter charge. I believe he still has the M charge, you know what I'm saying, the body charge, but it still should have been something lesser than, or if not, just, you know, like they did old boy, the Asian dude, like they did him. They should have went on ahead and just let him off. Because you can't say like, oh, if you get in a fist fight, you're not supposed to, you know, poke somebody up. But Texas is a stand your ground state. In a lot of situations, how people, you know, when you get in a fight with somebody, you can't really tell anybody how to react. You know what I'm saying? I hear that a lot. But the major point was that these two little kids that approached him, they were already known for violence, right? So if these kids if they're already known for violence and prone to violence, they done beat up their father and stuff like that. You know, one of the kids was suspended already from the team. They was going to alternative schools. If they're already prone to violence, I mean, if they approach me on some type of time like that, anybody, myself for sure, I would be on high alert. I'm pretty sure if you have any type of awareness or social awareness or environmental awareness, you will be on high alert too, because you're gonna be like, man, these dudes telling me to move, man. I know what they known for. They be on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So your antenna's gonna raise up too. And like I said, from social media and from everything that's going on, I've heard that people keep on mentioning, oh, he had a pocket knife. You don't bring a pocket knife to a game and all of this, a track meet or something like that. And from what I've heard, everybody up there walking around, the kids walking around up there with pocket knives and stuff like that, you know? It's different laws. It's different laws, man. It's different laws. I don't know how much I gotta reiterate that, but in both of these cases, dog, it's just different laws. Like, even when you look at the Cyrus case with the dude child, dude unalived him, which a lot of people say that his son did it, but dude unalived him and he dropped the gun, right? They said, I believe Jit was like 14 years old. I think he was like 14. So here you have a 14-year-old kid carrying the gun, whereas in Texas, Cyrus is in South Carolina, whereas in Texas, you have a 17-year-old kid carrying a pocket knife, which everybody says that's like culture up there. Like, everybody keep them a pocket knife, or it's not uncommon to see somebody with a pocket knife or whatever the case may be. In Florida, we keep pocket knives, you know what I'm saying? It has to be a certain length, but you can keep a pocket knife. So right there, it just shows you, like, you know, it's different laws in these situations. So you can't really say, oh, you're not supposed to bring a knife to a track meet or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because you might be standing in a state where you can't even walk around with a 3-inch pocket knife. You might be standing in a state where you can't even have a gun. You get what I'm saying? So when you stay in states like this, you can't even really relate to cases like this. I've stayed all my life. I've stayed in places where you can either have a gun, you can definitely have a knife, but you can definitely have a handgun, you know, high-powered rifles, stuff like that. I've stayed in states like that all my life, whether it's Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, you know, places like that. I stayed in places like this all my life. So, in my opinion, I feel like, you know, they didn't really get, they railroaded dude, man. They didn't really give him the benefit of the doubt. They didn't care about him being a straight A student and having a good GPA and never getting in trouble. It wasn't about that. It was about setting an example, setting a standard, letting people know that, look, you the lower class, and if we let you get away with this, then everybody gonna think they gonna be getting away with this. We know you niggas take shit and take it overboard. So we gotta make an example for you, out of you, so when the next nigga try this, he know that we gonna hang his ass. We gonna slay his ass. He gonna get more time than what you got. You know what I'm saying? Nothing less than what you got. And you considerably consider the cream of the crop, the good kid. You know, had 2 jobs, on his way, probably finna go to college, finna be something, never been in trouble, good GPA. You know what I'm saying? Saved the kid, I believe. They say he saved the kid from drowning and stuff like that. Just an all-around good kid. Another thing I see they're not mentioning is as well, which plays a big factor. They said that the kid, Carmelo Anthony, they saying that he had epilepsy. So at one point in time, my daughter had epilepsy. I can't say that she don't have it, but she was having like really bad seizures at one point in time. And I was so cautious about, when she was younger, I was so cautious about how she would move around. Slow down, stop running. You know, I don't want you to fall, this and that. It make you really on edge. I was real scared with that. But I understand that because he could have bumped his head, bro. Like, if them dudes would have jumped on him and hit him the right way, this whole case would have went a whole nother way. That other dude, Kyle or whatever, Metcalf, whatever his name is, he probably could have still been alive if you would have hit Carmelo the right way. He probably could have still been alive, and dude probably would have had a seizure and passed away out there. You know what I'm saying? So it could have went a couple different ways. You know what I'm saying? Could have went a couple different ways. So I would also like to say, man, hopefully, you know, in the sense of this dude case, man, this kid case. I mean, he still kind of is a kid. He ain't old enough to drink yet, for real. 20 years old, man. This whole case been going on since he's been 17. So, you know, in the circumstances that, you know what I'm saying, like he is going to prison and stuff like that for, you know, whatever amount of time, in the circumstances that he got to do about 17 years or something like that before he actually can appeal. Or he got to do a long stint before he actually can appeal. You know, Texas niggas is some stand-up niggas, as they would say. You know, they squad business. You know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, them boys get on cold out there and, you know what I'm saying, take this young nigga up under their wing, because right now, bro, they got it out for this dude, you feel me? They seem like, you know, they don't even want dude to make it to his appeal date, let alone any type of court date, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully it don't play out like that for this brother. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of situations where, you know, people don't make it out. So hopefully they don't let nobody extort them, you know, try to take advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? The weirdos and the creeps. And hopefully somebody that got some knowledge take them up under their wing. Because I seen a lot of people that was saying like, oh, yeah, you know, especially the YT people. I seen a lot of them talking about, yeah, he finna go there, he gonna get raped and and, you know, he finna have a hard life. And nothing. Like, no, this dude is literally a living martyr. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff work in his favor, you feel me? On the other hand, you know, somebody not gonna have their son, just like the Cyrus Carmack situation. You know what I'm saying? Bro not coming home, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he gone. You feel me? Somebody lost they what, I think he was in 8th grade, 14-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? So innocent, you know, innocent blood was spilled. And, you know, this dude, Peter Long Child, whatever his name is, you know, he was able to walk free. So, you know, that's probably gonna be on his conscience forever. And then they was even saying that, you know, he ain't even the one that did it. They say his son did it. You know, for you to be that old and chase a young boy, you know, 100 and something yards, you got to be fit as hell. You know what I'm saying? So that within itself, that speak volumes. But, you know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, this brother make it home safe, really, because, you know, he's still here with us. So that's something that we can kind of like, you know, hang on to and look out for. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, this dude make it home, man. And I mean, I guess I'll leave this video like that. Excuse the static and stuff like that at the beginning of the video. I got a little bit more takes on it, but I'll probably do it in my next one so that it's a little bit more cleaner. Appreciate y'all coming to watch, man. Remember, they said it, now we're speaking on it. I am Mr. Telescope. You're not watching the Telescope channel. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe. And yeah, man, Telescope, go.